Now, obviously, this video is not intended for hate or harassment, so you can just clear that out of the way. Now, let's get into this. Why TDS Legacy failed, and what you should not do. Okay, basically, just don't be like TDS Legacy. They were not making smart decisions. First off, why did TDS Legacy fail? Now, at the release, as many of you guys probably know, they reached 3,000 players. They had the potential to stay up. Not like that level, that was release only, but they could have averaged 100 players if they updated actively. But instead, they decided that they wanted to be perfectly accurate and not work on anything custom other than a Kanye West event, which was really cringe. And well, this just resulted in the game dying. They had two big updates. The two updates were the smaller equal bigger update, and I think that might be it actually. They had some other tiny ones, like era swapping. Other than that, they haven't had any updates. This game has had nearly no updates throughout its history. And after the Krampus update, I don't think they've had any updates. Only adding small content changes. Despite the fact this game is really just better than Retro TDS, the developers just decided that that just doesn't matter. And that's just kind of what resulted in it losing players. And that's the first reason, just the lack of content. After release, there was just nothing to make videos on. And I made tons of videos on this game, it's just eventually you're gonna run out. Now, that's why they died. The community, as I've talked to many people in this place, just sucked in TDS Legacy. They were all just a little immature, and a lot of them just still are immature. Like, this is the only community like still is toxic to other people. Like Retro TDS, people have grown up most. In other communities, I've talked to people, most people have grown up. The thing is, TDS Legacy and their staff team and those people just refuse to grow up and refuse to, they just will like not explain why. I'm not gonna go too in depth over that, but the community is still full of the same people they were like 2 years ago. And the only difference is that many of those people left, so their community is kind of dead. The overhaul update, the big problem about the overhaul update is there is already overhauled games. This is not adding anything unique. And there's many people who prefer these other games over TDS Legacy. So I just don't see the overhaul update bringing too many players. They kind of screwed themselves over there. I really just don't know why they took so long. At this rate, I'm pretty sure you're allowed to steal assets. So they're kind of just screwing themselves over. With that, TDS Legacy is just falling behind in terms of everything. They used to be really attention to detail, but now you can be perfectly accurate using free assets and below won't take it down. So they're kind of using like old methods, so that's why TDS Legacy is falling behind. Also, the community just needs to grow up. David is not, there are some big problems with this game, and that's why most people prefer TDS Legacy. The community is just better. People are better. There are exceptions. Aether, come on, man. But other than that, this game just kind of sucks nowadays. That's why. I mean, I don't know if the overhaul update is gonna succeed. Their little custom game they're spending time on is not gonna succeed. If it does, I'll be shocked. But it probably won't. It's just a waste of time because I know for a fact most custom games just don't work out from this community. Yeah, that's basically why TDS Legacy died. They did it to themselves. See ya.